Dude, oh my gosh, you have got to go and subscribe to these ladies like now. They are good. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your girl Rosalie. Welcome to the Ultimate World Music Reaction Channel. Diving into something special today. Well, every day is special. We're going to check out a rock band named Larkin Poe. They are an American roots rock band originally from North Georgia, currently based in Nashville, Tennessee. Sisters Rebecca Lavelle and Megan Lavelle. I want to check out their song or their cover of the song Tom Devil, an American roots cover, Tom Devil. Shout out today goes to Gen Boyer. Thank you so much for your patience. And these ladies, again, sisters, they play guitar and lap steel, slide guitar, harmonies. They sing. They've been independent artists with their own record label since 2017. And they formed their rock band Larkin Poe in 2010, named after their fifth great-grandfather, Larkin Haskew Poe, distant cousin of Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, let's check it out. We're going to check out Tom Devil. Are you ready? Here we go. Make sure to subscribe.
Oh,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 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 light, oh, light, oh, 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 light, oh, light. Though some folks say that the devil's dead, the devil's dead. Though some folks say that the devil's dead, devil's dead. I spy Tom Devil at the head of my bed, head of my bed. I spy Tom Devil at the head of my bed, singing. Oh, 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 light, oh, light. Go away, devil, devil. Leave me alone. I said it's too late to pray. You are half done for days and days. For days and days. Gotta killing the devil, baby, till the sun goes down. The sun goes down. Gotta killing the devil, baby, till the sun goes down.
Nice. They have some strong voices. I love the vibrato in their voice, and I love those harmonies. Oh, snap. Who wrote Tom Devil? 1960. Edward Lewis and Prisoners performed it. Let me look up some of those lyrics. Tom Devil. I like how they just did that. It really had that gospel, spiritual powerhouse vibe. And it's interesting that it was initially released by the Prisoners. Like, it really has that chant, right, of prisoners chanting together. Though some folks say the devil's dead, though some folks say the devil's dead, hey, I spot Tom Devil at the end of my bed. Why I cry, go away, devil, leave me alone. Said it's too late to pray, you are half done. Oh, snap. Yeah, this is definitely, it has to me that prisoner song, that gospel spirituals, right, of people even like during slavery, right, together stomping, clapping, singing. A lot of those songs being very heavy, right, singing either of the plight that they're in or the suffering, or in this case the devil, right, at the end of your bed. I mean, just that fear and the terror. Mad as a, oh snap, Mad as a Hatter. I might have to check that out. 10 million views. Sheesh. Guys, make sure to check out these links in the description and go to the original links of these songs and support these artists. Okay, I think I'm going to check out Larkin Poe, I Hate the Way You, from the 2017 Ladybug Festival. That has 22,000 views.
We all sweating together out here? So for those of you who just walked up, we're Larkin Poe from the Deep South in Atlanta, Georgia, and now we live in Nashville. And a lot of people ask us, which one's Larkin, which one's Poe? And neither, actually. We decided to name the band after our great-great-great-great-grandfather. His name was Larkin Poe. So we picked the name Larkin Poe in honor of him since we're sisters. And coming up, I think, in Southern culture, we learned to write story songs a lot. And I think it's been a really good outlet for us as artists to write stories about our family and to write stories about very inner sanctum families as well, including parents and siblings, since we are sisters and we have to get some frustration and venting out somehow or another. And that's exactly what this next one is. It's one called I Hate the Way You ...
Okay. Oh, snap. Oh, man, this is good. Hard to hear the vocals, unfortunately, because this is a live performance, but her guitar skills are on another level, and you can hear the strength in her voice. Even, what is it called, the lap guitar, lap steel slide guitar that her sister's playing. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. It's hard to hear and make out, but this the arrangement is dope. I mean, if I wish I could hear like a studio version of this just to really cherish the lyrics and the vocal performance. Last thing, let me check out Mad as a Hatter. I want to check this out.
You are so quiet. So are we. Sometimes. We wrote this for our grandfather, and he suffered from schizophrenia. And I think mental illness is one of those things that's very hard to talk about. It's an uncomfortable thing to talk about. But I think it's something that we should be open about it.
Okay, I'm gonna start over. This is dope. Yes. Wow. And already their musical skills, phenomenal. And I'm trying to figure out what the name is of the instrument that the left sister is singing. It's not a ukulele, but it has a very similar sound. I don't know if it's like an electric type of ukulele, but she plays all kinds of different guitars, I'm noticing, and she's just really good at it. The kick drums coming in here sets a really cool tone, building things up, and then her taking the time to speak of who they wrote this song for, their grandfather. For those of you who don't know, schizophrenia is a very serious mental disorder where reality is interpreted abnormally, and it may result in combinations of hallucination, delusion, extremely disordered thinking and behavior, and it impairs daily function. It's really, really hard. It can be very disabling and debilitating, and it requires lifelong treatment. It's no small thing. It's a painful place to be in, even for family members. And I agree with this young lady here who is saying that it's something that people often don't want to talk about. You know, we might talk on the surface level about not feeling okay or certain anxieties, but the depth of mental health, be it something more severe, be it something that is not as apparent on a day-to-day basis is hard to be with. But I like that both Rebecca and Megan here are speaking on this. I think that's very courageous and very important and fitting for our channel. So chances are, if you see that this was specifically Mad is a Hatter reaction, but we're also exploring other tracks of theirs, that's why. Because I want to see what they are about. Thank you so much for this suggestion again. And let's see what we do here. Let's start over with this one.
You are so quiet. So are we. Sometimes. We wrote this for our grandfather, and he suffered from schizophrenia. And I think mental illness is one of those things that's very hard to talk about. It's an uncomfortable thing to talk about. But I think it's something that we should be open about it. It's really hard to watch somebody slipping away, especially recently our grandmother, our mom's mom, has been slipping away kind of into dementia. And so we are gonna remember our grandparents when we sing this next one. It's about mental illness. It's called Mad as a Hatter.
Wow. Unique title. Oh, I'm glad I'm hearing this now. That's that lap steel slide guitar, I believe. Oh, I love that.
I know what time is. Time is a thief. It'll steal into bed and rob you while you sleep. You'll never feel it. It pulls off the covers, rifles through your head, and then you wake to find you can't remember what you just said. It happens to everyone. Just like the father of my father, time stole his mind, and I can't forget that 1/4 of his blood is mine. I try not to worry.
Wow.
Don't come for me. I promise I'll be great. Just to let me keep what's mine. Don't come for me. If you mustn't, just please wait. Let me have some time. So please don't come for me.
Oh my gosh.
Mind don't matter. Don't matter when you're mad as a hatter.
Dude. Oh my gosh, you have got to go and subscribe to these ladies like now. They are good. They should have much, much more subscribers. Oh my gosh, I am so glad I'm exploring this one too. It's so crazy to see. It's so cool. Thank you for suggesting even a couple of songs again, because it's so neat to see the various facets in the different songs. From their guitar playing skills to the strength of their voice to how they complement each other when there was this call and response. But of course here the audio is easier to fully experience, and the lyrics, we'll talk about those later, but that is deep and beautifully written. Her voice, the strength, that vibrato is so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
It's hard to draw a clear distinction. Who you are, who you were. Through the looking glass where past and future begin to blur. No one can blame you. They say the world is what you make it. You think, speak, and breathe, and those rules still apply. Stuck in a world of make-believe. You make the best with what you're given.
is nuts. This was really good. Okay, couple of things. So it looks like Rebecca is the lady on the guitar. Crazy guitar skills, powerful voice, very strong, a beautiful vibrato. The texture and timbre of her voice is beautiful. And then Megan, her sister, I believe, is the blonde, and she's the one who plays the lap steel slide guitar. And the way it was so cool to hear that this instrument more prevalent here in this track because of the atmosphere that it created. Now, I saw that initially they were a trio, actually, because they also have another sister named Jessica, but I think now it's just the two of them. Um, uh, so I guess her wedding engagement and plans to begin college caused the group to disband, and it looks like, now it's the two of them, the two sisters. And I think Jessica, the third sister, is still playing piano in her spare time and such. But the way that their voices are complementing each other, those lower notes that Megan was bringing in, and the harmonies, and her skills with the slap steel. I keep saying the wrong thing. The lap steel, not slap steel, slide guitar were beautiful. The harmonies here, this chant like aura that was being created in the bridge really added to what this song is about because it almost sounded wild and, for lack of a better word, almost like crazy mad, right? It was getting wild, it was getting mad, because when we're talking about the battlefield of the mind and internal struggles and mental struggles, it's not pretty. Even the bridge, well, let me not go that far yet. Let's look at the lyrics for a second. So they're saying, we know the backstory of what this is about, and I know what time it is. Time is a thief. It'll steal into bed and rob you while you sleep, and you'll never feel it. It pulls off the covers, rifles through your head. You'll wait to find you can't remember what you just said, right? This idea of forgetting, dementia, losing yourself. It happens to everyone. Death is coming for everyone, even though our stories look different. Just like the father of my father, time stole his mind. I can't forget that 1/4 of his blood is mine. I try not to worry. And that part is even relatable because when you have a certain mental issues or diseases in your family or in your lineage somewhere, it's understandable, it's normal. Even if you know someone, say it be it a close friend, we start wondering when other people are confronted with death, with disease, with mental disorders and issues and suffering. It not only through empathy makes us be sad for them, but it also brings our finite existence, our mortality, to the forefront of our lives, and we start wondering, we try not to worry, but we're a fourth of our grandparents, we're half of our parents, right? We are a combination of those that have come before us. Please don't come for me. I promise I'll be great, right? Almost like this plea, like I'll be good. Please leave me be. Don't come for me when it comes to mental issues. Let me keep what's mine, which is also interesting because when you have dementia, even with schizophrenia, right? You're this suffering, you lose yourself. And it's painful. It's hard to watch. Please don't come for me. If you must, then just please wait and let me have some time, right? So this idea of give me time, because time comes in our sleep. It happens so fast. Life is so fleeting. Mind over matter. That's an expression that implies, that you can control a physical condition or problem by using your mind. But here in the lyrics, it says mind over matter. It don't matter when you're as mad as a hatter. Right? So this idea of just control it with your mind, whatever situation or physical condition you have, is of no use. It doesn't matter when you're mad as a hatter. Hard to draw a clear distinction who you are, who you were, right? It all gets blurry. Through the looking glass, the past and future begin to blur. No one can blame you. Well, they say the world is what you make it. You think, speak, and breathe. And those rules still apply. Stuck in a world of make believe. That's what's so hard, right? In a world of make believe, of illusions um hallucinations and reality and make believe being blurred, you're still in a world though surrounded with people who expect you to speak and think and breathe, right? Those rules still apply. You still have to keep breathing and speaking and thinking. Even when you're stuck in that world, you make the best with what you're given. Please don't come for me. And then it goes back to the chorus. And that outro is profound. And that's where things get a little more wild and mad as a hatter vibe-ish. Off with her head, off with her head, right? Like that command, those kings and queens of old that, that commanded the execution of someone. Off with their head, paint the roses, right? So we're going from killing someone to paint the roses, something that's beautiful and romantic and sweet. It sounds very mad, right? If someone were to be like, off with their head, you'd think this person is crazy, right? What's going on here? They're mad. But now back to paint the roses, right? This switch between life and death, this switch between beauty and suffering, the switch between doom and joy and glory. It's really well written lyrics and a beautiful, very artistic way to address that turmoil of those things like schizophrenia, like other mental disorders and personality disorders, as well as dementia and things that they're experiencing within their own family. But talented sisters, I've got to say, I'm really impressed. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for this suggestion. And I'll see you on the next ride. Make sure to subscribe. Heyo!